good evening.
Apologies. Little frog in my throat the moment I start. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back in. Much the same as last week. Here today, we're going to be jumping into more farming of the plorts to unlock more things in the labs, as well as just saving up some money to be able to buy some of the various upgrades. And we'll probably end up looking at whether or not we want to take the quantum plorts over to the ancient ruins for that final gate that we found last week later on. So let's jump straight in. It's quite a chilly night here tonight. I don't know how it's been with you, but we've had a bit of a cold breeze come over that has made it quite chilly this last week. It's not too bad here today, but bit of a chill. Got my heater going at the moment, but as far as I can tell, it's not coming through in the background, and so hopefully I can turn that off in a little bit, but at the moment it's still quite cool. Duck back. I was reading up on the wiki this evening to check about whether or not it's possible to merge these guys with anything, and it looks like it's not. But the rubber duck apparently does mean I can have 5 in here, but you end up not actually getting as efficient a plort generation if you have 5. It's neat. I didn't realise the toy actually had any purpose, so that was quite cool to find out. But we're just going to leave them be, and it's a shame that we can't combine them with anything, but I wasn't really expecting it to be possible. Full. Let's just throw the rest in. And we want to sell up quite a lot of our plorts. A bit too close to the bed for the moment. Let's see if we can just make some money. So let's sort that out. And then we'll want to do some of the races again. See if we can unlock some more of those things. Got a nice double just then. There we go. What's good today? Quite a few things. Excellent. So let's continue gathering what we need to feed this lot. I got a surplus of, yes. There we go. Take that back. As they prefer those, you can have that. So let's just finish up. We need about 10,000 plorts for the slime stage and things, so that's our aim currently. We will see what else comes through. One of the last things we did last week was put down more pumps and things to get some of the ingredients we're missing. So hopefully we can get those gathered up. Oop, accidentally threw that one. That's not important. Let's feed up this lot with that one. It was lovely last week. I mentioned it was during Desert Bus. That was absolutely wonderful again this year. Really good year. Raised just over $1 million for Child's Play charity, which is just excellent. And just getting used to the silence again, as I've had a stream going 24/7 in my ear for the last week, and all of a sudden I'm without it again. But lots of content to catch up on. I've been watching the Hermits playing in Hermitcraft and catching up on all the episodes I've missed of that, as most people got their episodes 2 and 3 out in the time that I wasn't watching. So plenty of things to be keeping myself entertained, but everything in between is very quiet, and I don't have the streams going while I'm working, so it's a bit quiet at that time. But you get used to it again and settle back in, and in many ways the reduced stimulation is good, but it's always a bit weird coming back to normality after the week of Desert Bus, but you get there in the end. Let's see, how are we doing for plorts? Haven't collected this lot yet. I'm going to leave the pink ones alone as I need so many of those for the lab. Got to keep generating those, but we will hopefully have the sort of 10,000 we need shortly. And then we can unlock some of the interesting things, like I want to unlock the slime fashions. Bit of a mess. I'll sort that out in a minute. As I'm very excited to see what the fashions are. That just sounds very cute. I'm trying to remember to use the number keys to send things in. As we discovered last week, that momentum is maintained so long as you're quick enough to keep blasting things. So we're about there. Let's go check on our slimes at the dock. Someone got eaten. It's always amusing when you run past and just hear the crunch. How are you lot doing? Plenty of food in yours, and you've just received your last bite. Now you're combined with pink, which I believe means I can feed one of you the carrots that I'm holding. So let's throw those in. So that is the joy of combining them with the pinks. There we go. Lovely. We've not been eating a lot yet. Fruit is actually going to waste on the floor next to them. I know you're trying to attack me. Go back in. Yeah, they're not eating at much of a rate, which is a shame. They should be fine eating what I'm giving them. We'll collect the pogo fruit. There's always someone we can feed it to. And we'll collect these pinks as the next step is going to be heading over to the labs anyway. There we go. And then we'll definitely try to do more of the fruit farming and things, see if we can unlock the bonuses that come with those. But for the moment, let's sell up these. Excellent. Just sell those now and get that little bit of extra. But we will collect this batch. So we can then hopefully collect a batch of quantum plorts to swap with them on the way through. And then we can just tidy up, set machines going before we sleep out the night. Hopefully no one's escaped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think that's correct. Excellent. Send you in. Still not sure, sort of, other than the fact that they're quantum slimes and I believe they can just escape anything. Not quite sure what caused the escape last week. But we'll just have to see what we can do about keeping them under control. Oh, wow, we got a lot of them here. Not been keeping up with collecting these. Right. Let's take that one. Let's put what's spare in the machine. And then we can head over to sell off the rest. There we go. I love watching where the quantums get up to. Let's pop our various harvest machines. Oh, these ones aren't actually able to pop yet. Okay. That machine is done. Okay. So we're a little early for most of the machines, that's fine. Let's head back, sell up these plorts and sleep out this night. And then we can play a bit more in the slime lab in the morning. We should have plenty of funds. They're a little down in value today, but doesn't really matter when they're worth 66 each. What's the next? Not what I wanted. Rewards club. Just more colours. Go on. Ooh, advanced slime toys. So, sleep until morning. And back we go. We can make up that money we just lost quite easily. So let's just quickly do that. Lovely. You're not ready yet. Let's have a look over here. Brilliant. I don't think I actually have anyone to feed the pogo fruit to right now, technically. I'm not holding on to anyone that really eats it. But that's fine. Let's see, have you eaten all of yours? Yes, so we'll give it to them. It's not quite as good as giving them the cubes, but I don't actually have a cube tree anywhere. Well, I do over there, but in near proximity. Keep hold of this lot this time. Yeah. Let's just return. Actually, I'm not quite ready. Need a little bit more money. Let's see what we've got in terms of boom plorts. Hopefully that just gets us over the 10,000 or near enough. There we go. That should now be plenty. Hello, chicks. And then we'll have to do another exploration looking for some more of the, come on brain, treasure pods now that we've unlocked the blue ones. We had a good look around the mines for some of them, but there's plenty of other places to explore. Right, let's have a look, because we really are interested in this one. We're not sure what this one is. To capture a Gordos. Really interesting. I thought Gordos were the giant ones, but what we came for is clip-on fashion. So we're a little shy on being able to afford that other one as well. And then here it is. Okay, more puddles. Some more of this one that we don't have any access to really. Okay, so quite difficult to get, similar to how this one's being quite difficult. Don't really need the decorations, and then the brine is the one I'm desperately after, as I want to set up a teleporter back over to the ancient ruins. So let's see if we're lucky and any of our machines are going to give us what we need. Ooh, lava dust, that's one I didn't expect. Let's drop those off. Excellent. And then there should be another one over here. Lovely. And one more here. A lot of oil, not a lot of brine. Which is a shame. That's another drill done. That's an apiary, so we haven't got the inventory for it. There we go. So we need to place another apiary as well. So what do we have currently? 2 pumps, 3 punks, I think. We were playing catch up with those, but we need more drills and apiaries. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's get some of those going. Do we have enough? Yeah. Let's just alternate back and forth. There we go. And as always, running low on pink plorts, but that's fine. So, install 1 drill. Apiary. Drill. And apiary. There we go. Let's see, where were we up to in terms of this? Yeah, we didn't get any of the brine, which is a bit of a shame. But let's have a little run around, see what we can explore and find, see if we can stumble across any more of the blue treasure chests, which would be nice. This is probably the wrong place to go as we explored the mines last time. Try and remember where everything... Oh! I didn't realise we could place things out here as well. I thought it was just round the mines. Literally just accidentally hit that button. Always nice to discover new things. Minty grass patch. Huh. I wonder if that's true of a lot more of the map. If I can fill up my entire home area, and I wonder if there are different things to be discovered doing that. That's actually quite interesting. Is there something up here? Ah. Type that I can't open right now. That's alright then. Let's just continue having a nosy around. I think I poked my head in here last time. We're going to have some tars in here soon if we're not careful. At the rate that those slimes are nibbling on the chickens. Yeah, we've opened that one. Music's turned, so I think it's the tar has just appeared. But yeah, not a lot to see here. So I think I have somewhat explored this area. So let's take the path back in the corner and see what we can discover. I need to go double check. Oh, that was weird. Got a bit stuck in the wall. There's a couple of spots I want to check actually back just off the main path off the ranch. So remind me. Straightforward. And I'm out of stamina entirely. Let's get back here. Okay, probably not technically what I wanted, but it'll do. Let's head back. And actually, let's go for a run. See what we can do, see if we can unlock the extra option up there eventually. So let's get racing. As we found last time, works quite well to actually face the wrong way and just let them come to me, other than the time lost to doing that. Hello all of you. This is a relatively good technique for getting a number of plorts. Let them come a bit closer. Alright, let's add some more time before we continue. There we go. And that just refills our energy. Get a bit more time. And a bit more weaponry. Not that many actually coming around this way. This isn't a great spot for gathering them. Let's head on to somewhere like here where they're grouping up again. Possibly a little bit too fast for me over here though. Well, not too bad when a group of them come by. Yeah. And we're out of weaponry, so we need to get going. That one. That should give us the energy to get up to this one. There we go. So... get a couple of groups of them. I haven't seen a, I was just saying, haven't seen a timer for a while, so was expecting that to run out. The 62 is excellent, so let's head back, drop those off, and then we'll do the other track. Sorry, hopefully muted myself in time. Got a real frog in the throat this evening. Nice to at least earn money while we're doing this. Is 450 is going to take a little while to gather. So let's do this racetrack. We found you couldn't go backwards very far on this one, as you hit that cliff that doesn't let you just leap off, but last was on the wrong weapon slot. Let's gather up some more of the weapons. See if we can find some more time. And then we'll look for a good spot to hang out and wait for the group to come round the corner. Not doing very well, but not really much of a grouping at the moment. Really haven't got the aim on this one. Nope. Try and get some of this group. Not a great score. Let's see what we can do. How are you supposed to jump up there? Are you supposed to do it as a two-stage thing? Oh, yes. Now we desperately need to go find some more time, as we are incredibly low on that. There we go. Let's look for a nice group to hit with the thunderclap. At least they're slowing down there, but they're not really... Oops, I'm firing the plorts. That's a bit of a mistake. Oh, they've come back to me. That's alright then. Ooh. Thought I'd found a way to accidentally waste all your energy in this. Doing terribly on this one. I think I just need to start taking random pot shots. And see if I can find another path. We've only got 49 seconds left, which is admittedly longer than I thought we had, but still not great. Still not sure where they're all hiding. There we go, that at least got us some. The slow field is excellent. I want to go around this side just in case there's, yes, more time. There we go. Let's crack the slow fields across here, as we can then really focus in on getting some of these slimes charged up. We'll whack another one over there. See what we can collect. I do like the slow field. It's perfect for someone like me who's terrible at this. There we go. Oh good, we've got another roughly 60 on this run through. Not much point in exploring any further, as I don't expect there'll be much more in the way of ways to get more time. And that was excellent. Nice and successful. So we'll drop those off and then head back and probably go explore the fruit one. So we're getting there. There's a nice bit of income that came with that. So let's runway. I always get confused coming out of that one. Let's head through. How are we doing? Not great. And head over to the fruit one, which I believe is just through here. Yeah. It doesn't matter if we let the time pass. And as we learned last week, the statues are just nutcrackers for getting the fruit out. Ooh. Some very aggressive slimes as always. Yes, the little guys, they just look like Mr. Pringle to me, but they're nutcrackers. Are we reaching that? Sort of. Excellent. Another one down here. So we'll see what we can find. As this one is very much so just a run around and have fun zone. We know the exit's not there this time. There's an exit up there, I believe. Come on. There we go. Then back. Either that or it was just one of those. Ah yeah, there's an exit there. We're not after that right now. So let's keep exploring. Not sure sort of what leads to the... These don't look like they're real. Oh, they're pogo fruit. Okay. Bit rough around here. I'm not sure how the large clusters sort of are best located. They just seem to appear. Good evening. Welcome in. Buying anything nice? Alright. And you. There we go. Ah. Easy to forget that. Hard to keep track of anything during Desert Bus. We're just trying to farm up some of the various bonus things that come from these areas at the moment. Not having a lot of luck finding things. That's not fruit. I'm trying not to capture any of the chickens. Just looks so tempting, but I know it's bad to jump in. How are you finding the temperatures at the moment? It is lovely, at least so long as I've got my heater going. It's really had time to get going this evening, so I'm actually quite toasty right now, which is lovely. Put the hen back. Was a bit chilled when I first came out, but doing much better now that it's had chance. In some ways I'm slightly frustrated because we've put the heating on more of the day now, so I've had to put my duvet away again, as it's gone back to being just a little bit too warm in the house for me to have the duvet. Even though it's still ridiculously chilly in the house, it's just me and my silly temperature sensitivity. It's only about 15 degrees in my room, but that's enough to put the duvet away. Anything good in there? No. Let's see. Check some of the islands. I really need to actually look at my stamina gauge before jumping off cliffs. I think even worse is looking at the cost it's causing to the heating bill. God, I am not looking forward to the costs at the end of this year. But I understand it's necessary, because the house is cold, and if not for us, it's necessary for the actual building itself. But I wish it was a bit cooler indoors still. Really not doing well at finding the larger fruits to gather up a good number. So I think I'm going to just end this fruit run, head back to one of those portals that I've seen. There we go. And continue with everything else that we're working on. Okay. Thanks so much for all those cucudobas. You're off to a great start. The miracle mix I developed for my own crops is now available in your garden upgrades. Miracle mix prevents fruits and veggies from rotting. And don't worry, I make it with all natural with all natural materials, good, healthy stuff. But I didn't always think this way. I used to run a huge company on Earth that made insta-food, quick, cheap meals made of nothing but chemicals and preservatives. We made billions, but we weren't making real food. Instead, our food engineers worked to design products. It wasn't right. So I came to the far, far range to grow my own wholesome food with my own two hands. I wanted to leave my life on Earth behind. But enough about that, on to more cucudobas. If you get me a bunch more, I'll give you the specs for a deluxe upgrade for your gardens. Get to it, Beatrix, I've got a new recipe here. I need loads of cucudoba to get it just right. Lovely. Let's collect all those ones that we threw on the floor. And the tofu. Send in the last of them. Okay, so we only need 120 at least for that upgrade. The game is recognising how much more difficult it is to get the fruits. Excellent. I'm tempted to feed the tofu. Am I going the right way? Don't think so. Oh, the right way is where the portal was. The tofu to the pink ones, just to get a few more plorts out of them. I'm not sure which one of you has not had any now. So we have quite a few tofus that we can use, especially if I go into the supply. I see there's more in there. In here. We can feed them up on this stuff. Actually, save the last few. There we go. Go on. Thank you. I should go fetch some cuberries for these guys so that they produce more. Let's do that quickly. As that's the favourite fruit of the phosphors. There we go. How do you do for watching sort of as much Desert Bus as you like? I ended up sleeping through a decent portion of the week, and so I'm catching up on it all on YouTube. Oh, come on, guys. Eat your tofu. That one go all the way through. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just throw the pogo fruit in the water. Good evening, Sam. Oh, nice. My problem is I was trying to watch Dawn Guard and Night Watch, which isn't really conducive to sleep. Coupled with the timings of the various giveaways I wanted to watch being all over the place. Really well done, Sam, on your giveaway. That was absolutely brilliant. Can't quite. Just going to drop these off and then go for a little bit of a run around on the map, see if we can find some more of the treasure chests to unlock. Oh, people loved it. In the lead up and all the way through the event, all I kept seeing was people talking about excitement for the sword. It was just excellent. Get you in there. There's one pump down. Don't know if we've got the materials to build another right now. Back for those bits. Not getting any of the steam that I need. I don't know if you've caught up on anything I did last week. I discovered another portal that needs opening with plorts. Looks like it will take quantum plorts to get it open. So just need to take 5 of those over at some point to unlock the location that sends you to. But I wanted to finish up various other bits of fun. Oh, excellent. If I change my mind on fashion. Oh, right. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that unlocks and lets us go to. But, not wanting to rush straight into wherever that sends me. Well, because I've got the quantum slimes here, I've got the plorts for it. It's just not wanting to rush straight through towards the end of the game just yet. I wanted to see about more pumps, didn't I? Perfect. I discovered just before you arrived that the blueprint placing ability is actually more than just around the labs. You can actually place things all over the place, which does explain all the decorations that you can unlock. But I was thinking it was a bit silly that the decorations take up these spots, which would rapidly make you run out of places to put the pumps and things around the lab. But turns out these spots exist everywhere, so you can decorate up quite easily. Should be something nice to look into. But that's a load of resources that I don't want to have to manage right now. No, we should really start up another quest and see if there's any more bonus zones to unlock. But that isn't getting me to go for a run around the island. Okay, just have some extras, as I want to check for some more treasure pods if I can remember where they're all hiding. Here we go. So sponge shrub, that's one of the sort of decorations that I was speaking of, that I've now discovered you can place all over the place. So I'm looking for the little alcove that I believe is along here. Yeah. Ah, it's purple. I wasn't sure if it was purple or blue, this one. Unfortunately, purple. See what else we can find. I'm not sure if there's anything in... Oh, there's another zone I can jump off, isn't it? Let's have a look. There we go. It's where I really wish we had map stickers. So it's telling me that there's 14 pods in this map zone, and I couldn't tell you if I've even seen any of them. Evening, Rose. Welcome in. How are you doing? We're on the search for treasure pods at the moment. This is just the way up to this door, isn't it? Yeah. Isn't where I want to be. No, not yet. Struggling to remember every pod I've seen in every spot. I've already been looking for them. Anything even higher? No, not really. Oh no, don't land in that. Yep, opens that one. There are so many places to hide them. I don't think I've actually looked for any sort of hidden edges to this patch. Make it up. Doesn't really look like there are any though. No. That feels weird, as if I'm slightly above this terrain. I feel slightly too tall on it. Yeah, not seeing anything. I'm half convinced there'll be something hiding under part of this bridge somewhere. There's nothing out here, is there? Nope. Really no idea where anything is. Let's see how many it says I've got in the zone out here. I discovered a fresh exit to this zone actually that brings you up just here last week, if I can remember where that was. I was exploring for treasure chests, jumped over a wall and discovered a message. Yeah, here we go. Complete way out just here. Oh, and I obviously didn't have the blue treasure cracker when I found that. Oh, perfect. Things I need. I should actually head straight back to the lab with that, as those are rare and valuable, and if I accidentally throw myself into some water, I'm going to be very upset. Those are the things that I've very rarely seen come out of the machines. So let's get them home. I'm pretty sure that will do. Yeah, closer. Let's get them over to the lab. And then I'm thinking of grabbing the DLC soon. Not sure whether it's better to go through the quantum gate that I was mentioning first, or grab the DLC and do things with that first. I need to sort of look into that. So yeah, now that I know I can place some of these around, I need to get the ingredients for them, but they're all very expensive. Which is why we've sort of got one decoration right now. We've got a glow rock just outside the lab. Now, this I wanted to know how it functioned, but can I afford it? I really want the drone, but again, need more wild honey. Well, we can actually make that one at least. I might put that in my main base so I can keep better track of it. Let's grab up these to make some money. Double check all 6 are in there. I can see 5 right now. And 6, lovely. Little escape artists. Let's say there's one more treasure chest somewhere in the home base. Again, not sure where. I'm not doing that great at locating all the treasure chests, but that's alright. I'm not going to stress too much over it. If I don't find them, I don't find them. So let's grab this. There we go. And then it's just nice and central. Install that. Nope. And then it says to put food in it. Do I have an elderly hen? Doesn't look like it. Let's just see if we can. And then come back later and see what happens. Let's quickly sleep the night away. I want to activate a quest and see what we get. Oh, hello. That was quick. And you'll take anything nicely. So I can just grab the mint mangoes, as I have such a surplus of those. Let's get those up. Didn't expect quite so quick a reaction to that. Oh, perfect. Now let's grab all of you before you cause any trouble. Okay. Oh, nice. I'll take the spiral stuff and go away, Karen. I don't have space for you, but that's fine. We can get rid of those. Let's go make a fresh pen of pink slimes. Because that's the plort that we need the most of anyway. Oops, didn't mean to make it dark. Solar shield. Can I not get rid of it? Oh well. Enjoy. Throw in a bunch of lemons. There we go. We're good. Never trust those after having a large mass breakout last week. You're done. Still not what I'm after. A little bit more steam. Really want to be able to get the teleporters built. Still just not finding the brine. We'll keep trying. If I end up having to, I'll do some farming off camera to see if I can get the ingredients for those rather than keep taking up time with the hope of just randomly getting them. I just want to check these. Oh. 1 second. Ban that. Let's check if we've got the missing treasure pod up on these cliffs anywhere. I'm not sure how much area counts as the ranch to try and find one more treasure pod in, but we can keep trying. For all I know, it might be over by the docks. I'm hoping that area doesn't count as part of the ranch. Decent view up here though. All my adorable friends. Yeah, let's have a quick look over this way. That's fine. I don't think I've properly actually just looked around here. I'm still technically... Nope, that's then out into the reef. And how there are 14 of them hiding out here, I don't know. That's one model. No, that's just steam. I was really hoping that was going to give me brine. No, back to the ranch. Might as well try and keep focus on one location. Don't think there's any edges to walk over here. Let's have a quick look up there. Nothing obvious, is there? I can't remember where the portal out to that zone is. No, nothing jumping out. Might regret this, but we'll see. No, we're fine. Just various edges, but nothing turning up really. Pretty sure I've read that one. We should collect some more plorts while we're over here. Ooh, that feels really weird. That does not feel like I'm supposed to be stood on that rock. Nope, no idea. And this lot just keep refusing to eat that much. Let's fill up their friends. Get the feeling they'd really prefer to be eating all these hens. Let's send a couple out. Collect up the plorts. Now we're just about coming up on break time, so we will probably drop these off and then go have that break. So good time to sort of stretch, get a new cup of water or anything, whatever you need. Take care of yourselves. And then we'll be back to running around trying to find more treasure pods hidden around the map, as we didn't get that far just now when we were searching. We sort of barely got into this area. Might check if there's one out where that large slime was, and then see if we can remember where the teleport over to this zone was. There's still plenty of land to explore looking for them. I'm quite enjoying all the things that unlock from doing it, and I never did activate a quest. I need to try and remember to actually keep my brain focused and do that, as having received bonus areas from 2 of the quest givers, I wouldn't be surprised if there was another one. That needs to be down. We'll grab those in a second. I'm not sure if the collector being there will always collect fast enough to prevent them becoming large slimes. I'm pretty sure having 10 of them in there large is going to be a problem. But otherwise, we're off to a good start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 1 short. Definitely only 5 of you. Last time this happened, where multiple got out at once, I had no chance of finding them. Because that's a ghost, and that's a ghost. I'd have hoped they'd just hang around the food, but doesn't seem like it. What was that? Was that just a golden slime? Or are you my missing one? Ah! Gotcha. Sneaky little buggers, those ones. Right, so we're going to pause and take a break, and then I will be back with you all in a couple of minutes. So take time to take care of yourself as well, and I will see you shortly. Welcome back in. And it's time to refresh my ghost, so let's quickly do that. Don't think that typed. Let's try again. There we go. So let's continue searching for more of those treasure pods and see what we can locate. Might try starting from that corner we were in, just off here, and see what we can find. Before I go past, I just thought I hadn't collected the plorts for a couple of days, so there's just money sat in these machines, which are going to get overfull. Let's deal with that really quickly. Oh, and start a quest. Got to remember to start a quest. I did actually take the advice of having a to-do list for things I want to be doing, and even just the few things on there is enough to be causing me problems. Oh, it's got to be Bob. Okay. Chicken? Okay. So, 9 normal and... hello you. Don't know if I've got 9 normal without... Let's just grab everyone. We can then spit out the ones we don't want. So we've got 5 normal. Not a bad start. You're normal, aren't you? 6 normal. Before we have to go hunting for any review normal. 7 normal, not a bad start. We can go look for the last 2 in the free range zone. I'm not convinced there's actually any real bonus to doing Bob's quests. I just can't ignore the adorableness of slimes in a trench coat. So let's hand this in. There we go. Don't really need food, but I can go deliver it to the ones in the cave. Quite aimed right. Just double checking I have actually turned on my microphone again. Trying not to make that mistake 2 weeks in a row, as that would be a little silly. Just running outside a moment ago on break, and it's actually quite a mild evening. I was expecting the temperature to be dropping faster than it is. It is. I couldn't work out how to just add a simple caption to the video, as I don't actually have any sort of video editing software installed right now, so I just added a comment on the upload for last week with the timestamp of where I actually turned my mic on. It's only a couple of minutes at worst that I was off, but feels silly. Yeah, last week was quite something. I ended up, I actually spent a lot of Desert Bus watching it indoors rather than the cost of running the heater all day. I didn't want to sit out here all day with the temperatures that we had. And had a bit of a headache most of the week anyway, so it wasn't like I was going to be doing anything really out here. Tried to work on my long-standing cross-stitch project, but didn't really get anywhere in the end. Oh gosh. Winter really has decided to turn up, hasn't it? It's early, blast it. It's not supposed to be here until later in December. full. Thought you might be. I do wish I could fill 2 slots of the whatever this thing's called, slime gun thing, with these. I'll have to come back for some of those so that the machine can keep running. Well, yeah, I would much rather have more winter than put up with any more of that summer. I did not enjoy this year. By the way, how is the game audio when I'm talking over sending the slime, the plorts into the machine things? Because I notice the audio mixer has them pretty similar in volume. I'm not sure if I'm really audible over that. Okay. Let me just slightly tweak the game volume. Oh, damn it. At least we're making plenty of money with this. It's one of those awkward things that I know it's largely because of my auditory processing issues, but I find so often whenever I'm watching things, I just can't make out any of the game audio under the streamer. So I try and keep my balance a little louder than most people seem to. It's more to sort of my viewing preference. But I'm also aware that I have issues picking out the background sound in a mixed audio environment. It's always my problem with things like watching Desert Bus when there's music on in the background. And I know, like, when we've been in chat and Mianis will point out, oh hey, they've got such and such song in the background. I'm just like, you can make out something? And part of that is not listening on like good speakers, but then even when I've got like headphones on, proper audio volumes and things, why have I come this way? Realise that my brain does not process it at all. It is just almost like it might as well be static. Alright, come on, get him. Is your friend still rocking around? Oh, if they are, I don't know where they are. Let's go for another treasure run now that we've stopped getting distracted. I know I want to go into the cave to the right in possibly this zone. Yeah, this zone. This was a bit more of an immediate right than I actually meant. But I want to just explore every possible curve. Oop, I'm not seeing anything. As I really meant. Oh no, this isn't the spot I thought I was at. Must be in the next zone. I honestly thought the cave entrance was down there. This cave entrance. Let's have a quick nosy in here. See if we can spot any more treasure chests. Now this, I think, is a zone transition, annoyingly, so it's not going to help me with that 14 count that I'm sort of looking for. No, because we're now on a 16 count. Oh, well, that's one that we can't get into. Let's head back. Well, still free money. See if we can find... I'm assuming there is like nothing more to this cave that I've not been missing, running through quickly avoiding those guys. We've still got water at the moment. Get up here. Get your stamina back. There we go. So much of what I'm missing is just on ledges. Okay. Well, that's something. On we go again. We didn't get very far in the jungly zone either, because we found treasure that we actually wanted to keep. So we can always just hop straight back there. Let's keep having an explore. Pretty sure I've looked around down there quite a lot. That one's opened. Get stamina back in. Do wish there was a slightly faster regen timer, but it's fine. Trying to just keep an eye out for things. I love watching the slimes fountain out. Nope. Nothing here. Had a look over there last time I was in this area. Don't think there's anything on any of these. No, I just don't know how this game is hiding quite so many treasure pods still. Oh, onto the jungle zone. Let's keep exploring. Excellent. It's quite fun just popping those crates. So, I'm not sure if anyone's been getting adverts on the streams or not. I have no advert controls available to me. I've been trying to look into how do you control them so that I can do the run a few before I start and then run them during the break kind of thing, but it's just not actually giving me any control. I go to the Twitch pages that are supposed to tell you how to do it, and it all just actually gives me error pages telling me that the pages aren't available. I'm not sure if that's like an affiliate thing or what. I'm not sure sort of stuck in the tree what controls your ability to do that. But I'm not sure if you don't have turbo or something, so I don't know if you're getting adverts. Or it might be that Twitch isn't running adverts. I just honestly don't know. Ugh, level. But I can't seem to work out how to control them at the moment. And I need to get my viewership up before I can get affiliate. Lovely. Ooh, flowers. I assume the flowers that you're sat in. I'll probably actually place that one. So yeah, it's just an annoying thing that everything tells me the options should be there. There should be a quick action for it and things. And I've got nothing. It just does not come up. Not button I wanted, that button. 17 in this zone apparently. Ooh. Perfect. We like that pod. Definitely got to be careful on our way around now. Ugh, golden slime and I've got nothing to give you. pretty sure I've tried feeding you a chicken before and you didn't appreciate it. Oh no. Excellent. Thank you. Right. Ooh, lovely. Amber slime lamp. Nice. I need to get my hands on the blue slime lamp. It's not currently in my list. I need to double check if it's just in the readily available purchases or not. There's a couple of the lamps I think were just purchasable. Back here. Let's have a look. I want to get there. What's the best way to do that? I can definitely tell I've not really explored this area looking for treasure chests before, though, given how many we're finding relatively simply. This way. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a no for making the height with just the stamina. Oh, a toy. Yeah, those are really annoying to cart back home. Right, this way. Get some stamina back. And then we'll leap across and see if there's anything over here. I know there's got to be more of the large slimes around. Like, I've got 0 out of 2 keys in this zone, wherever those are hiding. I'm not sure if that's now that I know that the slime trap exists, I'm not sure if all the large slimes that can give you keys exist in the world from the start, or if that's a I need to come out here, place a trap or something kind of process. You're looking like an old one. Get rid of the blob. Yeah, elder hen. That's right. We don't mind you being old, you can just be food the same as anyone else. In theory that's safe water as everyone's in it, but it looks too deep. Now there's a rat. There's a tar somewhere. No. At least I don't think I can drown. I was experimenting with that in a previous episode and didn't seem to manage to drown. Not finding anything treasure chesty either. Just glance over these edges. Oh, there's one. Glanced at my stamina before I jumped, unfortunately. There we go. Let's grab this one. I know that ramp's a way out. Okay. Glow cones. Interesting. No. I want to explore a bit more this way. Because there's that zone over there that's interesting. No, this isn't how you get to it. Because that is too big a jump. And I really need to be careful not to lose this royal jelly. If I can avoid it. Come on. It should be this way. What I'm looking for? Yeah. that's the exit. I'm going to assume no, purely because it's normally fresh milk that hasn't had any of its like milk fats removed, whereas chocolate milk is normally made with a milk that's had some of the fats removed. I don't know, but I've never heard of anyone doing it. That's sort of the best I can give you. It's very much so an assumption rather than a knowledge. I'm not sure the point of this log. I'm not going to try dangerous parkour on this trip. Yes, thank you, friends. Nice to see you all. Quite getting my footing to try and make a jump. Unfortunately. It's definitely one of those ideas to explore though. Do some research on, see if anyone has managed it. Oh. Was not sprinting. And as that slime just proved, dangerous water. Okay. Bet I've missed some treasure chests along the way. There are so many different little hidden crevices in this zone. Far too much to reasonably explore on one trip. Get that stamina recharge. There we go. I wonder if the lab takes golden plorts at all. Might double check that before I sell that plort. Anything over here? Yes, but that looks purple. It is. Blast. Okay. Oh, that's a green one. What have we got? Okay, just some honey. Honeycomb. That's fine. Not doing too badly. So that's 6 out of 17 is not terrible. I can't remember where that goes. Is that the exit? Am I at the exit? Yeah. I'll take that in a second. Go drop off the rare stuff that I'm holding. A quick look around down here in case there's any obvious treasure chests. I don't think there are. Aware there's ever anything underwater in here. Oh. Okay, prove me wrong instantly. Okay, another one of the warp options, but I can't afford any of them, so that's not actually that useful. Okay, let's drop off what we've got, see if the lab will take the golden plort. Yeah, we'll definitely have to consider heading into the zone that's unlocked by those quantums next week. There we go. Yeah, still need to find so much more of that deep brine before we can get anywhere. And no idea, other than it being a rare from the mining, how to get more of that. Now, I did want to see if I could make the wildflowers. There we go. So we'll put those back at base. Ah, blue slime lamp is just a purchase. So what else do we have? I shouldn't need these unless I can put these around the map in every area rather than just where I am. Let's see if there's different costs to different colours. Let's see. So there are. I can't do any of them, but it's good to know. Right. Nope, need more of that. Need more of that. Really need to get on with working out how to get some of that indigo stuff, and now I need more wild honey. So, deep brine again. We'll fabricate one of those, just in case that theory about how to get more slime keys, as we have one slime door left. I think it was here to open. Yeah, I've got between the ancient ruins and the mines written down. Whereas the interesting thing with the quantum plorts is up at the end of the map here. I might look up a relatively... I'll try and find a spoiler-free map of just the teleporters, to see if I can remember how to get over to that island. But for the moment, let's go place our wildflowers and feed up these lot. Give them some more food. And deal with all our machines. As I expect quite a few of these are on their last legs. Oh, nice. That one gave me a rare. How are you lot doing for food? Not too bad. I give you the rest of the food that's on the floor. There we go. Oh. Yeah. Slowly breaking all our machines. But that's fine. I'm just glad we've unlocked the machines that last for 3 cycles. Oh, we are going to run out of yeah, pink plorts. That's alright. We can always go get more. Nothing that I was actually after. The lava dust rare, just not the brine that I want. Let's just install more things. We should do another run round all our plorts. Just bring them over to the lab. Is this the refinery? Yes. So I haven't bought it, have I? Oh, sorry. Just escaped my cursor out the window. This thing. How much does that cost? It would actually be really useful to have that over in fabricate 35 slime gadgets. This would actually be really useful to have over in the main area. Right. Install that centrally for now. Where do I want the flowers? It looks good. Probably should have put the this thing over there. Oh, it will let me. Feel like this would just look better. Let's make the flowers central. There we go. Cricket. You're probably starving by now. I haven't done any slime management for a couple of days. I should check on what is it? Miracle Mix. Just keep that supply up. They're all looking incredibly hungry right now. Take all of these over to the refinery. Should be a lot quicker now I've got that teleport. Far too many pinks, that's excellent. Need to go get some more Q-berries so that I can keep up this count. Yep. Oops. No idea where that one went. That's so much easier. Hello, plort. Glad you didn't end up in the pen. That would have been a nightmare. I should see about getting another one of those refinery links for over by the hunters and things. Because that is quite the run. Were there any spares left in here? No, just this one. Too close. There we go. Still we're doing well. Going on my list of things I've got as activities to sort of work on. As most of it is just this back and forth farming. I know that makes sort of 2 episodes of not a huge amount of things actually happening, but we are sort of at the very grindy farm stage of the game. Or at least as grindy as you want to make it, I guess, as I could just take those 5 quantum plorts over to the ancient ruins immediately and drop them off, but that's not in the spirit of how I'm enjoying the game. I don't want to just rush it. I've had enough years of not playing that I don't want to just rush through things unnecessarily. I am actually amazed that there are chickens still alive in there. Let's fill up this lot. Yeah, it would probably make sense to have a refinery link over here as well. Let's give you some. And you some. Oh, you've still got quite a lot. They're not very hungry. I probably need to put more slimes in those pens. Take that. Collect some of these for my phosphor pinks. Lovely. Nope, that's a cheer slime. Thank you. Yeah, need to test that. Did I make a trap? Yes. Need to test the idea that putting the trap somewhere where there's keys still available may or may not grant more keys. Otherwise there must be a ton of area that I just have not been exploring to find oops. More of the large slimes. So we'll do that and go actually quickly activate a quest. Pretty sure we've already got you. Let's go Thora. Wants a puddle slime and 4 cuberries. Okay, I can do that. Not giving you one of my puddles, but we can get that. If I check the map, I've already got the keys here. That's a point. I should consider maybe what food I put in the trap as to what slime it might grab. Either way, I'm probably just going to put another chicken in. As that might, if I'm lucky, give me a large tabby. And they're just adorable. Are there more of you? No. But we'll get the puddle slime out of the jungle while we're dropping off the slime trap. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's keys in here that I haven't claimed. Give me somewhere. Okay. Enjoy. And I need to just find some more of you. I think it was just 3, but no harm in taking spares. And then you. Lovely. We should be able to just take that quick exit that we found. Which makes things much easier. That was risky. Just enough jetpack fuel to survive that one. I thought I was on a slightly different cliff to what I was on. I thought I was on one slightly further to the right where the platform was just below me when I jumped off. It worked out. I do this every time. I get confused as to which exit I've used. All good. Let's go fill this in. Oh, and it was 4, so it's good I grabbed extra. A couple of quantums. Not bad. You lot can have that. Now, best thing to do this moment. Probably just sleep a day away to fast forward things. Hello, welcome in. Let's grab that one. Oh, market link. That could be an interesting one. Any of you old yet? No, just Stony. That's fine. I really should repurpose this pen, as I'm not actually using those hens for anything. I've deliberately sort of set up my largos to all be able to survive off something other than the chickens. Okay. Top up this lot. Grab up these. Have your thing back. Oh, and your friend. We never did the cave, did we, yesterday? We should quickly go deal with them, as we must be over full on crystals again. That's fine. Not really so much as too many. You lot. Give me yours. They don't actually spawn automatically in the plot. If you have a hen and a rooster, then they create the little chicks to do it. But if you just have the plot, they won't actually spawn. You need to go get some from the world and put them in first. Honestly. No problem. Much of this stuff I'm finding purely by experimentation, as I haven't found any of the information in the Slimepedia that actually answers most of the questions I have. Too much radiation. Enough for now. Let's grab your food before we fill up our inventory. Yeah, radiation slimes. Beautiful ones. Get rid of all these carrots. They're great apart from the fact that they irradiate you, but I was experimenting with it last week, and luckily it just causes damage over time if you spend too long near them, rather than being an instant death. If you stand near, you've got a radiation counter. And I've just blended mine with crystals because they were pretty. It does mean I have too many crystals, as I also blended these ones. Okay, 10 more. There we go. Need to go check on the snare I put in the forest now, see if there's a larger in it. Yeah, the crystals are like improved rock slimes, spiky and colourful. See if we can activate something useful while we're at it. Ah, we've already got your zone. Chickens for Bob. What do you want today? Some stonies and a hen. Sorry, and a rooster. Luckily, that's something I have an absolute surplus of. Just make sure I don't take all of them. Yeah, see, there's the little chicks in here. as I've got roosters and hens in here, so you end up with the little chicks. Oh, I should put that briar hen back. I don't need it. Nope. Put these ones back. It's taken me a while to actually get to a point where I can complete any of them, yeah. I let a lot go at first. Just kept not being able to get everything they were asking for, but on here I've got this zone in the middle set up with sort of every fruit, so when they need sort of a lot of fruit I've got them there, and I've got a couple of pens of chickens around and things, so between that and just running out across the map to various slime types, I'm doing okay now. Is that a lucky? No, that's golden again. Chicken, come here. Where'd it go? Did it go? Blast, I think it despawned. Alright, chicken. I'd say you'd live, but you're not going to. Alright, let's get back to seeing if we've got a large slime. Let's see if the idea about how to get keys comes through. Although, given the number of keys that I haven't unlocked and the number of slime doors available, it feels like there must be a ton of slime doors I haven't found. Hello, friend. You're just normal, so let's just feed you up with fruit. The only thing I like really is I'm pretty sure the pinks can eat literally anything. No, other than, you know, a slime. Yeah, I was wondering if they were... Yeah, I love the sound of them getting eaten. The moment you take your eyes off one, it will be eaten. It's always funny. Get that. Lovely. Everything's food for the pink slime. Oh, hello. I obviously haven't picked up a briar chick yet. I'll put you back, as I can't feed the chicks to anything. Try that jump again. Doesn't happen to be a treasure pod up here, does there? Nope. No, I'm full. Let's see. More food for you. Lovely. Oh, no key. Ooh. One of those chests had some good stuff in it. Wait, that there. Go away. I think that was everything interesting. Oh no. Now I think I've got everything that was interesting in there. Ah, so still proving to be worth grabbing them even if I'm not finding more keys. they do seem to at least do. There. Lost control of my character for a moment. Alright. This time, let's run along the cliff some more before we leap off. I found two options. There's a hidden path right at the start that you can get out, or if you continue all the way through, there is a teleporter. There isn't an easy just walk out option. So the way I just left is a hidden path that it took me ages to find it. But if you go all the way through, there is a teleporter that will get you out of there. Because yeah, that one trapped me quite a lot. All the other zones so far have been quite straightforward, but that one has its one-way entrance. Just drop off these things. Should actually head over to the lab and grab some more of the stuff from the mines and then finish up for the night. Give you more food. And a little bit for you. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, I haven't lost any. I am full on plorts. I should probably get some food other than their favourite food, given that I keep getting full on the plorts here. That's not too bad. There are worse problems to have. Now, did I hit your button? No. Lovely. It's so annoying how close I am to being able to afford various things in here, but just not getting the rare resources through to actually finish making them. Which does make me think I'm probably missing a trick when it comes to how you actually acquire them. Or they just are that rare. We'll work it out. It's one of those things I might look up on the wiki. See if it gives me any ideas. I'm not going to be able to carry everything. Oh, and that one popped. Okay. And that one. The amount of plorts I've been sending through, I've probably got enough to build some more. Let's have a look. Yeah. Perfect. Every time those ghosts make me think one's escaped. I haven't replaced any of the machines up this end, obviously. Yeah, don't trust you lot. Let's have a quick review of what we're short on. So, barred honey, which has got to just be a rare drop for those things. Deep brine, in order to get those. We'll make one of those while we're here. Deep brine, indigo, indigo. More indigo for the colours I want. Wild honey. So, I'm not really tempted by any of those plants. Indigo for that, indigo for that. So yeah, indigo for most things, annoyingly. And that's just a game which will be interesting, but not what I'm after. Alright. Let's go sleep away the night just so that we always log off on a morning, but that's going to be me done for the night. So thank you everyone for being here. I'll have the VOD up on YouTube shortly. And otherwise, have a good evening everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, unlocked a grey one. Lovely. So let's see who we want to raid out to. See who's on. So, Hell's just started. Can always send you back out to her. Looks like Laura's not been on too long this evening. Might send you out to Laura actually. She's playing Yakuza 0. So we'll start that raid. But thank you very much everyone. And I will see you next week.